What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. If you've been here before, I'm NeonMushroom. Today, you haven't seen this before. Normally you see me, behind me, you would see either Magic the Gathering Online, or you'd see me sitting over there with Max or Guy or someone. Today, I'm here playing some pre-modern, and I'm with Heavy Play. What's up, dude?
Not much. How you doing?
Chilling. I like her. We got to try to do that thing where it's like we're just starting the video. We did just finish recording another video for Heavy Play's channel. There's going to be a link to that in the pinned comment, the description, and there will be a card at the end of the video. At the end of the video, I'll probably just try to take you directly there is how I'll try to set it up. We're playing pre-modern. I haven't done as much pre-modern in the past couple months as I've wanted to because standard all of a sudden became a viable competitive format to play, and modern got good. So I've kind of been lacking on the pre-modern content. So we're doing some pre-modern collaborations. I'm just gonna, you know what? You let me go first on your channel, so I should let you go first. What pre-modern deck are you playing?
Sure, yeah, so I am playing Mono Blue Stiflenought. This is the exact 75 that took down the LobsterCon North American Pre-Modern Championship, as well as the side event. This is definitely the spikiest deck I have ever played. I played it at a monthly here for our local Portland scene, and currently there was some weird stuff with the finals, but we're currently still doing the finals, and I am in the finals. Ban Parallax Tide. It is a very good deck. It is very fun to play, and yeah, hopefully it gets to do the thing on camera.
Yeah, Stiflenaught's sweet. That's a deck we haven't gotten to cover on this channel yet, so I'm really excited that you're playing it. I'm playing another deck. I should
probably give a little breakdown, I guess, of it. So it is playing Phyrexian Dreadnought, which I do only have one real copy of, so we'll do a little bit of a Delver switcheroo when this comes into play. But it is a 12/12 one-mana artifact that when it ETBs, you have to sack any number of target creatures with power equal to 12, or you bury this. So it's called Stiflenought because you are playing Stifle and Vision Charm, both of which get rid of this ETB effect, and then at the end of it, you have a shiny new 12/12 with Trample. So that's the whole base of this deck. There's a lot of protection spells, there's a lot of filtering to go find the pieces, but that's essentially what it boils down to.
So you're basically Splinter Twin.
Yes. Yeah, basically.
And you're doing some you're doing permission and stuff as well, I imagine.
Yeah.
Some amount
a lot of counter spells, foils, dazes,
the good stuff.
Factual counterspell.
Yeah, I just love some old border counter spells. I am playing, if I had to speculate whose matchup this would be favorite, I mean, Stifle is probably favored into at least a little bit into everything, but I'm playing Tin Fins. If you don't know what this deck is, it's interesting. It is the closest analog we've ever played on this channel to a Tin Fins deck would be modern Goryo's Vengeance. We're using instant speed Reanimator spells like Corpse Dance and Shallow Grave. The card we're reanimating is a little bit weird. I think it's Sutured Ghoul is the name of the card. I have to go just make sure because I just picked up my actual hard copies of this card very recently. There he is. Yep, Sutured Ghoul, who's an XX with Trample. And when he comes into play, you exile any number of creatures from your graveyard, and his power and toughness are that. So we're playing 2 Sutured Ghouls and 4 copies of Krosan Cloudscraper. I won't read the card. I can't cast it. It costs green. It is a 13/13. So our entire goal is to attack for 26 with Haste and Trample. As soon as possible. And the rest of the deck is why I actually think this deck's really cool. We're playing 4 Duress, 4 Unmask. We're doing that entire package. And then the blue is in there so we can cast Lim-Dûl's Vault in addition to Portent so we can set up our combo. And we're playing 4 Cabal Rituals, 4 Dark Rituals, and 4 Lotus Petal, along with 2 Ancient Tombs, because this is a kind of a mana-intensive situation. And our combo gets worse and worse as the game continues. So my success rate is going to be based on how well I can stop my opponent from having counter magic and how quick I can put my combo together. Also, I can't remove your Dreadnought from play ever. So this is going to be really interesting. You're attacking for 12, I'm attacking for 26. One of us will get there.
Your clock is significantly faster than mine, but yeah, this deck sounds super sweet. I have actually never played against it before, so very excited to give it a go.
Yeah, hopefully this doesn't take forever. This deck is known for mulliganing to like 4. Because you can't draw your Krosan Cloudscrapers in your opener, which is
right. Yeah,
tough. What do you like, odds or evens?
Let's go odd.
You're odd. Got it. Spoiler alert. He
2
wins
for 2
again. Oh, it's tough for me. All right, cool.
All right, I'll give this a quick cut, and yeah, I will be taking the play.
All right, sounds good. Good luck.
You too.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That's a very interesting hand. Sure, I will try it.
I'm also gonna try this. This is the rare 7 that I think is keepable.
Okay, that's bad for me. I'm gonna play an island, and I will play a Portent. Look at the top 3 of my library. If I like them, I rearrange them however I want. If I don't like them, I shuffle. At the beginning of the next turn, I draw a card.
I like that card. That's a good card.
It is a very good card. It's Brainstorm at home with its own built-in shuffle effect.
True.
I will keep it like this, and then I will pass to you and draw on your upkeep.
If you draw, then I get to draw.
Yes.
And ooh, that's a pretty good draw. I'm gonna play Underground River and play a spell that you guys have not heard of before, probably. It's called Portent. I'm going to look at the top 3 cards of my library and rearrange them or shuffle and draw in his upkeep. None of these cards are the specific card that I'm looking for, so I'm actually going to give my deck a shuffle and then place it down, cut it, and I'll pass to you. And in your upkeep, I will draw. All
right. Draw for turn. Now, of course, this card is no mystery as to what it is, but it is my land drop. That was why it was a very weird hand. It was a 1-land hand. We'll see if that ends up mattering. And I'm actually just going to pass the turn.
Okay.
With 7 in hand, 6 in hand.
Untap and draw this card. 7 in hand. Yeah, that's a lot. I also have a lot, but we haven't cast very many spells, I guess, so that just makes sense. We'll play a swamp, a very pretty swamp. And then I'm going to do it again. We are looking for a specific piece here. This is definitely an A plus B combo in a lot of ways. We'll lose. I actually have to lose another life. I forgot to lose the first life because I'm using an Underground River to produce blue. I'm going to cast another Portent. Is that one good?
Oh, yes. That one does result. Sorry. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, usually you don't
never counter the card draw. Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't want to make assumptions, you know?
Yeah. No, that's fair.
I will keep this pile like that.
Okay.
And then I think we would like to pass the turn.
Okay. And then end of turn, I'm going to try to opt.
Yep, that's good.
All right. I know what it is from my Portent, so I will just draw it for turn. Or draw it. And then untap, draw for turn.
And me draw too. Yep.
Yes. Let's play out an island. The keen eyed among you will notice that this is the first non-Japanese foil. I feel so ashamed. I didn't have a full amount of Odyssey foil islands for this deck. So we're going English. Well, I'm also going to play a pretty decent card. I think you may know what it does. We're going to Portent.
Oh, Portent? I've never heard of that one. Can you read that to me really quick?
All right. So I look at the top 3. If I like them, I reorder them. If I don't like them, well, we're just going to be shuffling. But I do like them, in fact. So I'm going to leave them there. And I will pass to you and draw on your upkeep.
Sweet. I will draw for turn. Okay. I think I just need to play this island. Seems a little bit early to try to do anything crazy yet. So I am going to once again pass the turn. I know this is riveting. Eventually, we're both going to start trying to kill each other. It will happen.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. I'm actually going to do something a little odd. I'm going to play Flash of Insight, X equal to 0.
Ooh, what's that do?
So Flash of Insight is X, 1 and a blue. Instant. Look at the top X cards of your library, put one of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library. Flashback for 1 and a blue, remove X blue cards, and you get to look at that many X cards. So I'm
that's a really good find your
draw.
B combo piece. Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically just to find things. Notably, I'm not drawing a card because I'm not looking at any cards. So this is just to get it in the graveyard. But next turn, potentially, I can look at 3 cards and draw 1. That's how my hand is going right now. All right, draw for turn. Okay. Once again, we're going to Portent.
Yes. Is that the 5th Portent cast this game? I think so.
It is, yes. As I did mention, this deck is all about finding the pieces of the combo and drawing cards. And this is actually the first time I do not like the top 3, so we're going to shuffle.
Portent's such a cool card. This is really the only format you can cast it in, so it's super fun.
Yes. Yeah.
It gets really funny when you start to Portent your opponent. That is one mode it has.
That is true. If you know what they like their top card, you could potentially mess with it. Okay, so that's gonna get all shuffled. I'll give a little cut for those viewers who think that you would cheat at an exhibition game.
Oh, people will find anything to complain about, dude. You already know. You know that better than me. At this point.
Yeah. And yeah, I think I am just gonna pass and draw on your upkeep for Portent.
In your end step, I actually have an effect.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to cast Lim-Dûl's Vault. I will not be explaining what it does to the viewers. Just read it. It's so many words.
That is.
I know you know what it does. So.
Yes, I do. It is a little concerning. There is the upside that you could spend a lot of life to do it.
Let's see here. All I have to do is spend. Yeah, if I spend 6, I could just die in one attack.
That is a consideration, and I feel like it is a real possibility you could, but oh sure, we'll let you do it.
Yeah, this is my favorite.
Let's see this resolve on camera.
Back when I played a bunch of Commander, I'd play a bunch of Yuriko, and Lim-Dûl's Vault was used to set up the kill turn with Yuriko.
Oh, I believe it.
I do not want this pile, so I will pay a life and repeat the process. What we're doing is we're looking at the top 5 cards, and each time we look, we can either say we like it or not, and I don't like this one either. So I'll put it here. These are all going to get shuffled eventually. The only cards that don't get shuffled are the 5 that I choose to keep on top in any order. And this pile is actually fine. So I will keep these. I will pay these 2 lives, and these will all get shuffled in here. Then once I'm finished shuffling, I get to do a little cutty cut. Normally you'd offer it to our opponent, but they haven't figured out how to download your opponent's hands yet. So, and then we'll put the pile back in this order because we get to arrange it however we want. We basically just cast Vampiric Tutor the long way, is what that is. And then I go to untap, and then you draw.
Yep. Thank you. Draw for the Portent.
And then me draw. And then I will cast Duress.
That is worth countering.
Boo.
Play Counterspell.
Hard cast Counterspell, got it. So this is not happening. Then I will pitch Cabal Ritual to try to unmask you.
You know what? That's fine. That will resolve.
Okie dokie.
Okay, I'm going to reveal 2 islands, 2 foils, and a Gush.
2 islands, 2 foils, and a Gush. That is gross.
Thank you.
That's too many cards. I guess I'll take. I think I actually, in a weird world, want to take your Gush.
I think that's the right call. Yeah.
I don't love it, but the foils will at least put you on like a steep card disadvantage, is my thinking.
Yes.
So then what I want to do, I think I have to try to get you to bite here. If I don't, I think it just keeps getting worse for me. So I will cast Cabal Ritual, losing a life to produce the black. That's cool?
Yep.
All right, then I will cast Buried Alive.
Oh boy.
And then I'm going to rearrange this grave so the order is very obvious, because all of the reanimate spells that are good in this format care a lot about the graveyard order. So
yes. Now this is a very interesting decision point, because if I target the way for you to get stuff into the graveyard, or do I kill the reanimate spell and hope that you didn't have a second reanimate spell in your in the 5 with Lim-Dûl? That's what the question is. Like, did you have a second Buried Alive, or do you have a second reanimate? I think we do have to go here. So I want to do that. Yeah, I'll foil pitching just 2 islands.
Yep, so it leaves you with 1 card in hand as a foil.
Yes.
And then I put Buried Alive in the bin. I am at Threshold, which you saw me cast a Cabal Ritual, so it does sometimes matter. Yeah. And then I'm out of action, so I'll just pass to you.
Okay. Untap, draw for turn, and I will just pass.
Untap, upkeep, and draw this card. And I, too, will just pass.
Okay. And your end step, we are going to Flash of Insight removing X blue cards. Now, notably, there's not really ways for me to shuffle anything back. So I'm going to go X equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Nice.
So I will look at, this also gets exiled, look at top 7 cards, put 1 in my hand and the rest on the bottom in any order, which doesn't matter right now, but I have Flash of Insighted for 26 before.
That's so much.
And basically set up my next turn, yeah. Okay. Would you believe it? There is no shrimp in this list.
That's just so exciting for me.
Oh man. I did put them in here, right?
I hope not. I hope your deck just doesn't have it.
All right. I'm gonna keep this one. I don't think the order on this matters, so I'm just gonna put it as is. And draw from the Flash of Insight. Okay, yep. Move to my turn.
Yep.
Okay,
that's good.
Untap, draw, Yeah, let's just play an island for turn.
No, now you can hardcast foil.
I can, but I'm going to just pass.
All right, take a draw step. And then I don't think you can actually interact with, I don't think you would interact with the Lotus Petal.
Nope.
You don't say that type of person. And then I'm just going to pass once again.
Okay. Then in that case, I will tap 2 and attempt to impulse.
Impulse is good.
All right. Look at top 4. One of my hand rests on the bottom of the library in any order.
Full disclosure for anyone wondering what I left on top of my deck with the Lim-Dûl's Vault. I was just cocky and didn't pay too much attention to the order because I thought 2 Duresses would be enough, and it was not. So I do have action, but it's just a strange order.
Yes. All right. I will put that on top, or into my hand, I guess, technically.
It's a nice impulse.
Yeah. Again, Dominaria Remastered. They had some great reprints and foil for Pre-Modern.
Yeah, love the frames. They're so good.
And then I'm going to float 2 blue. Because when do I ever actually need 4 mana in this deck out on the field? And I'm going to attempt to Gush.
Don't Gush. Yeah, it resolves. I don't have any permission in the main board.
Okay. I will draw 2 cards. Okay.
That is a foil Gush. That is very attractive.
That is my only foil Gush. But yes, I'm very happy to have drawn it. All right. I will go to my turn. Okay. Let's play out an island. And unfortunately, just pass.
Okay. I know what this card is. It's a good one. I'll draw. It's not a good one. I lied. Oh, wait. No, that's why I did this. I play this card, and then I pass, because this card is the one I don't. Yep, that's a Krosan Cloudscraper. I'm going to shuffle that away before I take my turn. I'll pass to you.
All right. Sounds good. Yeah, I'll just go to my turn. Draw. And I'm just going to full disclosure. I drew 2 islands with my Gush. So I got 4 islands thanks to Gush.
That's great. Let's keep that going for as long as possible.
All right, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in hand. I will pass to you.
All right, I'm just going to fetch an end step because I do not want to draw the top card. It's the last card from my known information from Lim-Dûl's Vault. And then we will grab fetch lands. Super cool in this format because decks like this actually sometimes do just want to have a shuffle.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
There's no dual lands to fetch out, so we're literally just playing them fairly. Nothing cheesy here. And a lot of actually Underground River in a lot of ways is just a better card than Polluted Delta in this format. Depending. And then do this, and then do a cut, and then it's going to get either real cool or real lame here, depending on if I start drawing my cloud scrapers. Untap, draw. Boom. Okay, that's not great. It's getting worse. I will keep playing out all of my mana sources, though. Here's another Lotus Petal, and I'll pass.
Okay, draw for turn. Ooh boy, this is this is when the deck does not do the thing.
Me too.
Past you.
All right, draw.
All that card draw, all that filtering, and I stopped you, but at what cost?
Well, on the bright side, we're both just gonna chill here and like Ancestral Recall. Past you.
All right. Oh, sorry. Anything else on your turn?
Nope. I got it. That's it for me. I got 4 in hand if that matters to you.
All right. Well, we'll just play this top deck island and pass.
Nice. I'll take a draw. All right, we are drawing. I've got a lot of one thing and none of the other. I'm going to give you a preview. You were right to counter the Buried Alive. I'll pass to you.
All right. We're just going to main phase off because I have so much mana.
At some point, you're going to play the Phyrexian Dreadnought. It's going to be awesome.
Right? Okay, look at the top card. I like that card. I'm going to draw that card.
Is that a Phyrexian Dreadnought?
It is, or at least my version of it. Okay, so again, I only have 1 real boy. So the treasure tokens are actually dreadnoughts.
That's
okay,
fine.
So I'm going to cast that.
Yep, it's good.
Okay. In response to the trigger, I'm actually going to attempt to stifle it.
Stifle. Yep, I can't stop you.
Okay. So I have a 12/12 on the board with no abilities or no activated abilities. Still has trample.
Very chill.
Pass to you.
Take a draw. Okay, that's a 12/12. I can tell you. We can expedite this a little bit. I have 2 Corpse Dance, 2 Shallow Grave, and 2 Rituals. I can put any card from my deck on top that I wanted to with knowledge of your foil. I cannot stop you from killing me with that Phyrexian Dreadnought.
Well, so if it makes you feel better, I have a Counterspell, a second foil, and 2 more islands. So
yeah, just no hope. Yeah, that's when we Lim-Dûl's vaulted there that game. It was specifically, we already had the whole setup I wanted to find something to go with the Unmask to like double hit your hand. And but you had two free counter spells, which is too rich for my blood. I could not break through that, unfortunately. But we get sideboard, and I get to be on the play for game 2. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. It's time for game 2. If you want to see how he's sideboarded, we're kind of doing it face down here. I know normally on this channel, Max and I just show you, but we'll talk about it at the end of the video, because pre-modern sideboarding I think is actually like really interesting, because like there's a lot of hate cards in this format. You know, we got red blasts, blue blasts, really specific pieces of hate. So we don't want to put it all on the table, because then we'll know how to play around each other's hate perfectly, and that's not fun. All right. Exactly. And I will take the play.
Okay.
You know, play draw last game with the double foil. I'm not sure even if on the play I would have been able to string it together. Stiflenought I'm probably gonna do what you do. I do own one Phyrexian Dreadnought. I think I am just gonna like sleeve up 4 whatevers and just be like, this is Delver of Secrets. I'll just put Delvers in my deck. It'll be fine.
There you go. Yeah. It also, for everyone wondering, the format, or the people that I play with, I guess, very proxy friendly. It could have just been scribbled on Phyrexian Dreadnought cards, but makes it a little nicer, a little more showy.
Yeah, for sure. Like I'm a big fan of just like having the cardboard, because I'm like, I get like cool, happy dopamine feelings from cool cardboard.
Oh yeah, shiny cardboard makes me very happy.
Yeah, but don't be a gatekeeper. Playing against wallets is generally kind of on fun. You know, it's especially for a format like pre-modern.
Yeah, looking at my deck, if I had gone with base printings, I could have easily afforded Phyrexian Dreadnoughts, but I didn't really get the Phyrexian Dreadnoughts until recently, and they've definitely gone up. So. Ooh. Yeah, and it's not like there's a billion decks you can play your Dreadnoughts in either. It's like for the Dreadnought deck. So I'm mulliganing this hand. I've got one of my Cloudscrapers in my hand, in addition to just like, this deck only plays 16 lands. I've got 4 of them plus an Unmask. It's not quite good enough, so we're gonna go to 6. Yep, that's definitely one of the best things that I found about pre-modern, in at least our local community and a few others, is that it is very proxy friendly. People just want to play the game. And as long as you can foster that kind of community, I think the format will be very successful. Not every group does that. Not every tournament allows that, but it definitely seems to be more trending that way for sure.
No, that makes sense. I really want to, I'm thinking about trying to host a pre-modern tournament out here at one of my LGS, because I've got some locals interested, but we just don't have the scene for it quite yet. Now I'm in Southeast Michigan. We have a very, very lively competitive Magic scene, but it's a lot of modern players out here, actually. The opposite of pre-modern.
Right. A lot of NRG events, right?
Yeah, the NRGs out here. I usually I'll travel as far as Chicago, 4-hour drive to go to the NRGs. My buddy Max, who records with me, last year he top 2'd 2 of the NRGs.
Oh wow,
so, very good pilot. Yeah. All right, me go to 6. They put on a good. It's very reminiscent of the old SCG Opens, if you ever attended those.
Yes, I'm actually very excited. There's going to be a SCG Con in next month, actually, here in Portland.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
first time in a very, very long time.
Let's see here. This hand it's close. It's close. I don't have a black source. I don't think I can wait forever to find one. Are you keeping your 7, by the way?
Oh yes, I am keeping. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to take one more mulligan. These decks, this deck does mulligan quite often, because when you're playing a combo deck with a bunch of pieces that you never want to physically see, it just kind of comes with the territory. This deck, however, now I'm going to have less interaction on 5. But this deck only needs 4 of its 7 cards to be like a certain type of card to kill you on turn 2. So this deck does have turn 2 kills, which is cool. Yeah. However, 1 foil or 1 Daze will break that up pretty efficiently.
That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, but I'm hoping that I just get lucky and you forget to cast your permission. All right,
it could happen. Yeah.
All right, this is a keepable cess. This 7 is good, so there's got to be a decent 5 in here. Put this down, and then what else? I don't think I can afford to get fancy with this Lotus Petal. I'll put that on the bottom as well. And then this is gonna be slow, but we're gonna try to make some stuff work. You ready to go?
Yes.
I'm just gonna open on a island and pass.
All right. Well, I like the sound of slow. So I kept a very slow hand to pass to you.
All right, untap, upkeep, draw. Let's
I do like the Odyssey Island as well. I don't think I called that out earlier.
It looks so nice, yeah. Oh, look at that. Yeah, I've got a couple of those too. Those are so pretty. I'll play this City of Brass, which unfortunately is white bordered, but it still looks cool. Actually, live, I'm going to do a hot swap. I actually saw this on your channel. I didn't realize that like people were cool with this.
Oh yeah, gold borders are totally cool.
City of Brass that I think looks a little bit better in these decks. So I'm going to switch it out for that. There we go. City of Brass, pass to you.
All right. I am going to, on your end step, opt.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I will leave that on top. And draw for turn. All right, let's play out an island and pass.
Okay, I'm going to draw for turn. Then I'm going to play another really cool land, Ancient Tomb.
All right, that's a lot of mana.
It's a lot of mana. Not a ton to do with it just yet, but we'll pass to you. We're gonna try to do some resource trading at some point.
Okay, on your end step, I am gonna try to cast Impulse.
Impulse. While you're casting Impulse, seems like the time I should do this. I'm gonna lose a life to the City of Brass to produce a black mana.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to cast Lim-Dûl's Vault. I waited till now to play around Daze.
Yeah, that is good.
All right. Now, not to be just boring and awful, but I know you want to resolve your spell.
Oh, take your time.
Lim-Dûl's Vault, not knowing for being a quick to resolve spell, but I do try to. Let's see here.
And just a reminder to hold the cards back a little bit.
Yep, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm doing my best not to look, but yeah.
I haven't done this in a minute, like playing on spell table, that is. I think, weirdly, it's not perfect, but this first pile will have to do. So, because it's got enough pieces I'm looking for. So I just had to rearrange this, and I will do it like, okay, I think we have to try to do it like that. Yeah, we're in for a grind fest, just so you know. I'll put them back in this order and let you resolve your Impulse.
All right, Impulse will resolve. Look at top 4, pick one, put the rest on the bottom. And I'll pick that one, put these on the bottom, and move to my turn.
Got it.
Okay. Island for turn. 6 in hand, and I will pass to you.
Ooh, I only have 4, but now I only have 3, but now I have 4, and that's cool. I'm gonna pass turn as well.
All right. I am not gonna do anything on your end step, so I'll just go to my turn and draw. Yeah, we're gonna play on another island and pass to you.
Nice. I will take a draw step, and then I will pass the turn.
Okay. Still can't do much, so I will go to my draw and play out another island and pass to you. 6 in hand.
Killing it. Oh, your island's all matched though. That's very sick. Take a draw step.
Except for this. This is English. These are all Japanese.
Ooh, that's fair. I'll play this Polluted Delta. Here's some of my swag. I do have signed,
nice.
Onslaught dual lands. And then I know I don't want this card, but I don't need to fetch yet, so I'll just pass.
Okay. Just gonna double check. Yep. Draw for turn. Pass with 7.
Pass with 7. I will fetch now. Because once again, I don't want either of these cards, the Cabal Ritual or the Krosan Cloudscraper.
Yeah.
So that's one nice thing. That's another reason it's nice that we're playing allied colors in this deck, is the fetch lands let you like take partial Lim-Dûl's Vault piles instead of, having to commit to the whole 5.
That is a good call for sure.
Yeah, it's very helpful. And then still at your end step, once again, I'm asking if I can cast Lim-Dûl's Vault.
This time, I think I am going to have to try and counter it.
That makes sense, yeah. Hard counterspell?
Yes.
Got it.
Gotta do something with my mana.
That's fair. Now you got 6 in hand, right?
6 in hand, yes.
All right. Take a draw step. All right. I think I have to start poking at you a little. So I'm going to cast Duress.
All right. I will hard counter it once again.
Okay. It's countered. Then, that leaves you with 5 in hand. I wonder if I'm supposed to... I don't want to get dazed is the thing. You seem like someone who has a daze to me. I'm thinking about hard casting Unmask is the spot I'm in right now. But getting dazed sounds lame, but also not getting dazed and then hard casting it next turn and do another hard counterspell also seems tough. I think I am going to lose 2 life and hard cast this daze to at least try to exchange it for something. And I lose 3 total because I'm also tapping the Ancient Tomb.
Right. I do, in fact... Well, I can't even... I'm going to float a blue.
Yeah.
And return to hand to Daze.
Got it. This is countered. I will pass to you.
I will do nothing with that floating blue. Go to my turn. I will play out that island. And I think I am just going to main phase opt here again. It worked out well last time. I did find the Dreadnought.
True.
Is there magic on top twice?
I hope not.
No. And I will, in fact, put this on the bottom and then hope. Nope.
Good.
All right. I will pass to you.
All right. We take another on tap and a draw. I'll play a second Ancient Tomb. We have so much mana. But I don't feel comfortable exposing anything, so I'll pass.
Okay. I will... This time, Flash of Insight, X equal to 2. So this lets me look at the top 2 cards in my library, put 1 into my hand, 1 on the bottom as flashback for 1 in blue, remove X blue cards, and do the same
that's
thing.
Good.
Okay. This time, casting it for at least a little bit of card draw value. I'm glad I did that, because both of those are horrible. And this will go in the graveyard. Okay, go to my turn. Draw for turn, land for turn. Pass. 5 in hand.
I have 4. I think I'm going to keep it at 4 and pass. Riveting gameplay, I know, but believe it or not, much like last game, one of us is eventually going to do something that's going to stop the game immediately.
Right.
However, the longer it goes, the worse I feel.
That is fair. I'm going to float 2 blue. We're going to main phase Gush here, actually.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Draw 2. Okay, then I'm going to use the 2 blue and exile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to Flash of Insight. Okay. Look at top 7, pick 1, put the rest on the bottom in any order. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And are we going to find a shrimp?
At this point, I kind of hope so. I'm ready to be put out of my misery.
I'm going to look at these cards real quick. All right, I'm actually going to take this card. And yeah, that's a lot of cards in hand. I've not played a land this turn. Okay, this card will go to hand. Did I just put them on top? I don't think I put them on top. I put them on the bottom, right? Okay. It's just thinking about too many things. All right, land for turn. I am going to cast a card I think needs to be banned. Parallax Tide.
Boo, but yes.
Okay, so this will enter with 5 fading counters. It has, for those of you not familiar, it is a 4-mana enchantment. Fading 5. Remove a fading counter from Parallax Tide. Remove a target land from the game. When Parallax Tide leaves play, each player returns all cards he or she owns removed from the game with Parallax Tide. So you can do lots of funky things here.
Is that a triggered ability?
It is.
Oh no.
So in a Stifle deck, you can actually Stifle that, and I can just hit all lands. So I'm actually going to do that right now. I'm going to remove all counters. This fading doesn't actually work until my upkeep. So yeah, all those lands are currently exiled. If this gets removed before I get to Stifle the trigger, he will get them back untapped. But yeah, I will pass to you.
Okay, I will draw. I will show you. I do just totally have the combo in my hand.
Oh no!
But I could never. I needed to draw more hand disruption in order to check to go for it. Because I'm gonna take a guess that you have like 3-ish pieces of permission in your hand.
I do. In fact, I actually had over 7 cards. I'm gonna discard an island.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's why we didn't go for it there. All right.
I did have the Daze, the foil, Chain of Vapor. I do have a Stifle.
That's so much.
I don't have a shrimp yet. So, but yes, you don't have a ton of cards. Oh, there's a shrimp. Okay. So yeah.
Yeah, we don't have a way out. This is this is tough.
So yeah, this is one of the cards that I brought in. I only brought in 2. I was considering bringing the full 3. This card is very popular in a replenish style deck as well, which is also one of the best decks in the format. But this card is so good, it's made it into arguably the tier 1 deck, top deck of like maybe even S tier deck, Stiflenought. I do not think this is a fun card to play against.
But hey,
it's against more combo-y mid-range style decks when you need to get them off their mana and they're not going to be doing a lot quickly until they do the thing. This is just backbreaking.
Now, are you comfortable with this? On this channel, typically what we do is play game 3 anyway. Do you have time for that?
Absolutely. Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome. Let's play game 3. We do that just because, like, sometimes, especially when we're playing, like, new decks, like, say a new Modern Horizon set drops, or, standard rotates or whatever. Sometimes, like, a matchup is a little bit slanted, so people just like to see a little bit more of it, So we usually just play 3 games regardless.
For sure.
That's how we like to do it.
I totally am down to play more pre-modern.
Awesome, very sick. I'll take the play again because got brutalized there. I know it looks really bad from over here, but this I've had access to my combo every game we've played so far. If there wasn't like foils in his deck, like if I were playing against like the Solution or Dead Gael or something, the likelihood that my combo just functions is much higher. But I think it's a really good idea to see if your deck can function against a deck like Sly or Stiflenought, because if they don't, then your deck's probably not very playable.
That is totally fair. Sly is definitely what I would use as a litmus test for the format. I don't know when that card fell out, but I'll shuffle that as well. If your deck can't reliably contend with Sly, I mean, it might be a perfectly fine fun deck, but don't expect it to like do well at a tournament or
exactly, yeah.
Which is also totally valid. If you want to bring a fun deck just to try out because you brewed up something in pre-modern and you're not super familiar with the format, as long as you go in with that expectation, I think that is totally fine. I bring crappy decks all the time.
Yeah, it's the best. Oh yeah, just bring like something we do at our LGS up every once in a while is Luris, not Luris, Lutri Night. We all show up with Lutri modern decks. None of them are good. They're very fun though. All right, let's see here. All right, what I'm going for here is a 7 that is highly disruptive and just barely has enough to combo. I just need you to not interact with me, this is just the tallest order against Stifle.
It could happen.
It could happen. Or you just mulligan to 4. That would be cool too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This hand is not very quick. However, I have a sideboard card that I do want to try out in this matchup. So I'm going to keep it.
I am going to keep as well.
All right, tight. I'm going to go with a Polluted Delta and pass.
Okay. I will just play out an island and pass.
All right, our deck actually only has 16 lands in it. So fetching preemptively actually decreases the percentage that you draw a land meaningfully. If we had like 25, it wouldn't be so much the case, but we'll get this swamp out of our library because we did keep a land heavy hand, unfortunately, but we've got all good cards in it and none of the stuff we want to put in the graveyard. So there's that. And we'll draw for turn. And then I'm actually going to play, let's do another Polluted Delta. I like the first one so much. I'll pass to you.
All right. Yep, that's good. I will draw for turn. And I'll play out an island and pass to you.
This time I want to grab an island. I'm also going to wait here because I just realized there's Stifles in your deck. So do you want to interact with my fetch lands?
Nope, you're good. I'm not that cruel.
That's fair. I mean, if you did, that's just legal and honestly encouraged. Like that's a cool thing you get to do with Stifle. But now my mana looks good, so that's cool.
If this wasn't game 3 after rolling me, maybe.
Fair.
But not saying I have one or not. No format information or no hand information for you.
Definitely not. I'll pass to you.
Okay. Yep. I will just move to my draw.
Yep.
Okay. Play land for turn and pass to you.
I'm going to take a draw, and then I'm going to play an Ancient Tomb. And then I am going to lose 2 to the, you know what? I don't even need to float all that mana, right? I can just leave this blue untapped. That's legal. I'm going to lose 2 to the Ancient Tomb. I waited till now because I am trying to start to exchange some cardboard with you. Here's an Unmask.
Yeah, that will resolve actually.
All right, sweet.
Okay, so you see a Stiflenought. Well, you see a Dreadnought.
I always call it
Daze,
Stiflenought too.
Foil, Parallax Tide, Chain of Vapor, Flash of Insight, and a land.
That's a lot of really cool stuff, dude.
Thank you.
Let's think here.
I didn't want to lose more of it, otherwise I might have foiled. But
Parallax Tide costs 4, right?
Yes. So I could, in theory, cast the next turn, but I do not have a Stifle.
Right. And a strange twist of fate, Parallax Tide is actually horrifying for me right now. This entire hand was based on developing a lot of mana, then starting to do things about now. You start to Parallax Tide me, it gets bad. So that foil, I think we have to let that foil chill in your hand, maybe.
Okay. I am pretty confident Chain of Vapor and Parallax Tide also works.
I see.
Right. I can do it on the
trigger on
exile trigger. Yeah.
Yeah. That said, okay, if that's the way that functions, I think I do just have to hit your Chain of Vapor.
Okay.
Which I know is weird.
No, it is a very good card against your deck.
Yeah, it's super good against me, and if you don't draw the Stifle and devote into a Parallax Tide next turn, there might be some maneuverability I have. So I'll take that and pass to you.
Okay. I am going to Flash of Insight X equal to 1.
That is good.
All right. I will leave that on top, and I'm just going to show that. Oh, sorry. That actually goes to my hand. But I will... Yeah. I cannot cast it this turn. However, I can do it next turn. So draw for turn.
Yep.
And I feel so dirty about this. I am going to Parallax Tide.
This is tough. This is dirty.
You got the counterspell.
Oh, yeah, I don't have permission in the deck, so this happens.
Okay. I will remove all of your lands.
They're all gone.
Okay. I will then pass to you.
Take a draw for turn?
Yep.
I'll play a Polluted Delta.
Okay.
I don't love this. I'm going to exile Buried Alive to Unmask.
I will attempt to Daze, returning a land.
I will fetch for a, what's the best? A Swamp, and I will pay for the Daze.
That will resolve.
Yeah.
You'll see a Vision Charm and a Stifle.
Oh my god, you would. The Vision Charm only works with artifacts, correct?
Correct, yes. Yeah,
right,
I can't Vision Charm the Parallax Tide. However, I do still have the Dreadnought in hand.
I am that Dreadnought does suck for me, and I hope to find a way out of it.
But yeah, you need it.
But I have to hit your Stifle.
Yep, absolutely.
And then that is it for me. You may go.
Okay. So untap, this will trigger. I'll remove a counter. This will come or leave play next turn.
Got it.
Assuming I can Stifle it or not. Okay. There actually was a case for foiling the Unmask, but I feel like I have two accesses here.
Yeah, you're playing from two angles right now for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Let's go 2 blue. I will play out the Dreadnought proxy.
Yep.
And then I'll use the other blue to phase it out with Vision Charm. So this will return to play on my side of the field at the beginning of my next turn.
Very sick. Okay, and that leaves you with a foil and a mystery card in hand?
Yes.
Got it.
Okay. Right. And then, yep, all I can do is pass.
All right, untap and draw. And then that foil, buddy, is pretty tough. Let's play this island. And then, well, you can't currently foil me, it looks like. So let's go ahead and cast Lim-Dûl's Vault now. In
response, I'm going to float 2 blue.
Yep. Oh, you have a Gush? You have a Gush? Oh, you madman. This is...
draw 2.
Yeah, that's good.
I am going to use the 2 blue to Impulse.
Oh, you have more. That's so cool.
I do have more. We're searching. Sure, I'll put that into hand. These on the bottom. I will then pitch an island and an Impulse to foil.
Gross, but resolves.
Oh, and that's in my hand.
All right, I'll pass to you.
Okay. You do get all your lands back untapped.
Ayo.
So there's that. My Dreadnought also phases in.
Hi, Dreadnought. I hate you.
I will draw for turn. Okay, I'm going to move to combat and swing for 12.
I go to 3. That's so little.
Yeah, and I will pass to you.
Well, I'm going to cast this spell now because I have to. Hope that I just draw like Snap or something. I am going to Mana Short.
The Mana Short is I tap all my lands.
Yeah, it also deals with Mana Burn, which we don't play with, obviously. But yeah, my goal is to tap you out.
That's fair. Okay, that will resolve.
All right, cool. I want to take you off Counterspell. The only card in my hand's an Ancient Tomb. It's not very good. I'm hoping that this top card's a Snap. That would be very really cool.
Or that Hurkyl's Recall. You did say you were thinking about it.
Yep. However, this is exactly. No, that's not exactly. 8, 9, 10, 11. There are only 5 lands left in here, unfortunately.
Oof, that is rough. If it makes you feel better, my 2 hitting cards were a foil and a Flash of Insight.
That makes me feel worse, if I'm being honest.
Oh man. All right. But hey, well, thank you for the games.
If we achieved one thing here, it was to. This is one of the reasons I haven't played a ton of Dreadnought on this channel, just because like it's really good, but there's so many cool decks in the format that we'll get to it eventually. I just want to play all the janky stuff first, because the Dreadnought deck is like, that deck's so good. Also, it's like kind of my play style, so eventually I will learn the deck, but not today. Today I learned how to lose to it in a brutal fashion.
It is super fun.
Yeah, I guess we can take a moment real quick to talk about sideboarding. I didn't bring in as much hate as I wanted to. I wanted to I could have brought in more recalls and Chain of Vapors, but I actually just kind of went the route of trying to hate out your permission was my intended goal. So I want to bring in a couple snaps in order to try to deal with the Dreadnought. But my other ends were I never saw any, but Cabal Therapy.
Oh yeah.
Is like a 9th and 10th hand disruption spell, along with where is it? Mana Shorts. Because you actually only have like 8-ish free permission spells. And if I can like sequence it like piece of hand disruption into Mana Short, that is a way that I imagine you can kind of stitch together a win. But I don't think any wins in this matchup are even close to free for me. I think I have to basically work my ass off just to have a chance. But hey, that's what happens when you play like, my deck's cheesy. If I had won, it would have looked equally unfair. So
you got very close to winning both games 1 and games 2. If I didn't have the permission, for sure, 100% different game. Sideboarding for me was pretty straightforward. I thought about bringing in the 3rd Parallax Tide. I wasn't sure 100% if I needed it, but again, as I mentioned, any deck you're playing against with this deck that's more of a combo oriented deck or a little bit slower, like mid-range, these Parallax Tides just take them off their game plan, and it makes it very tough for them to come back, even if you don't see a Shrimp or a Phyrexian Dreadnought for many turns, which we did see. I took out 3 Portents because yes, the card filtering is nice, but eventually you just need better cards. And the Chain of Vapor is specifically for the Sutured Ghoul. If he exiles his creatures from the graveyard and I bounce it, doesn't matter if it comes back in, it will have at least not lethal, but hopefully very little in the way of power toughness.
Yeah, absolutely. Function really well. I was really jealous of all your permission. I love Counterspell.
That is essentially what this deck is. It is filtering, card draw, and 12 pieces of the combo. Everything else is interaction.
And the most busted card in the history of Magic the Gathering, Gush.
And Gush, yes, you can play Gush. That is definitely a selling point of the deck for sure.
If you want to check out some more pre-modern content that we recorded together, check out this card that's on screen right now. That'll take you over to Heavy Plays channel, where we play more pre-modern, and it's sick. Definitely subscribe. If you want to do a plug on your own, you let me do it on your channel, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, like NeonMushroom said, I primarily cover pre-modern on the channel. I record at the local Portland pre-modern monthly that we do. I also do some fun exhibition games, Bragging Rights, which is going to be where we're going to be playing this game on. And I also do some old school coverage as well. I'm actually traveling out to Vegas for the Sin City tournament in 2 weeks from now, actually. That is going to be both pre-modern and old school, which should be a ton of fun. And both are going to be recorded and up on the channel in the next few months. I record about 2 videos a week. But yeah, thank you so much for having me on. This was a blast.
Yeah, definitely check out the old school content too. I can't remember the name of the deck. It was that dude who had like the sick altered demonic tutors and the Chaos Orbs.
Oh, yeah, I watched that game like twice. The Chaos Beast combo deck. Yes.
Yeah, that go watch that video specifically. That was a cool game to watch. I think the end of it was like 3 Hydroblasts and 3 Pyroblasts.
Oh yeah, I've never seen a stack like that, and not even in modern. Really, it was insane.
Yeah, I haven't seen that before ever outside of like Commander, where everyone's putting their spells on the table. That was super cool. Thank you so much for coming. Thanks for playing, dude. This was very fun. We should do it again at some point. And thank you guys for watching, as always. See you next time.